everybody, and welcome to our top 10 quick comic picks. I'm Andy,
I'm Matt.
and we're here with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. And this is our short show where we show you some of the biggest books coming out this week that we're sure you're wanting to go into your store and grab. We've got some really cool ones today, and I'm going to actually start off this week
Yeah.
with a very exciting one. This is the Superior Spider-Man Returns. So, if you're not familiar, Superior Spider-Man. This is Doc Ock in Spider-Man's body. It was a storyline a couple of years ago, but it is back. How is it back? You have
Right.
to read it to find out. But does this herald the coming of a new Superior
I
Spider-Man?
kind of hope so.
I kind of hope so. Great writing, great art from some of the classic teams that worked on Superior Spider-Man. So don't miss this one. I thought this one was fantastic.
Next is Capwolf and the Howling Commandos #1. This is a mini-series set back in World War II, where Captain America leads the Howling Commandos to destroy a Nazi base, but there are, let's say, supernatural things in that base that affect him, if you could guess how. Yeah, so just referencing, the old days when Captain America turned into a werewolf. Now there's a whole mini-series.
My next one is Wesley Dodds Sandman #1. This is our new Golden Age book starring Wesley Dodds as Sandman. This is super cool because it's set back in the Golden Age. And Wesley Dodds has been this crime fighter using his special gas mixture to knock out criminals. But he's ready to hang up the gas mask and retire. But looks like someone might have got a hold of his special formula, and it's going to be up to him to don his mask again and take on whoever has done that heinous crime.
Next is Batman City of Madness #1. This is a new Black Label book. This is going to be, I think, a 3-issue miniseries, and this one is about a Gotham, a twisted mirror version of Gotham that exists below Gotham City. And in that twisted mirror version of Gotham exists mirror versions of everyone who lives in Gotham, including a mirror version of Batman. Well, that twisted mirror version of Batman actually gets loose into the to the real Gotham, and Batman is going to have to make an uneasy alliance with the Court of Owls to stop him.
Ooh. Speaking of Batman, Batman and Robin #2. So continuing this brand new Batman series, this is so good. Batman and Robin are back together working as a team. But we find out someone has shot Batman with certain pellets that released a pheromone that actually turns bats, the actual bat animals, against Batman, and he is attacked by bats. Who is responsible for this, and what is the long game in this? And you can see on the cover, one of the big bad guys is the new character Shush. What does her part play in all this? You'll have to read to find out. But another fantastic installment of Batman and Robin.
Next is a new series from Image called Knights. This one is very interesting. This is set in 1999 in a world where vampires and ghosts and other supernatural creatures are actually fairly common. It's about a young boy named Vince who moves in with his cousin and his roommates, but one of those roommates is a vampire. This issue mostly serves to introduce us to the characters, but there is something at the end that we get a little peek of, which gives me the idea that this is going to be something pretty serious and pretty interesting.
Next up, we got Amazing Spider-Man issue 35. This is the final part of the storyline where Peter Parker was infected with the sins of Norman Osborn. How does this play out? How is Peter ever going to come back from some of the horrible things that he's said and done? He actually faces off against Mary Jane in this, her using her
Oh
jackpot
yeah.
powers. Find out how that ends, and is it going to be a bright day for Spider-Man? And where does this leave Norman Osborn? You're going to have to read to find out, but a great cap off to this very interesting story.
Next is Venom #26, and number 26 is in your top five, but this actually is the first appearance of Black Widow as Widow, who is essentially a symbiote version of Black Widow. She has her own symbiote now, and she is going to have to team up with Dylan Brock, Venom, to save Toxin when he comes under attack of a mysterious organization called No Name.
Hmm. And my final one is Midlife, or How to Hero at 50. This is a new indie book from Image by Brian Buccellato. This is really interesting about a man named Ruben who is a firefighter, and he's kind of coping with his age, kind of learning about this new stage in his life, and all of that. But when one fire happens, he runs in to save the person in there. There's an explosion, and he steps out of the fire unharmed. Could he be an actual superhero?
Ooh.
You'll have to read to find out, but very cool first issue.
And last for me is Creepshow Volume 2, Number 2, just two more very spooky tales, very disturbing imagery. So, readers beware. But this is about, there's one about a boy who, let's just say he watches too much TV, and another one about a woman who can hear ghosts, and she goes to extreme lengths to not be able to hear those ghosts anymore. It is very deserving of the name Creepshow.
Very cool. So that is it for our short top 10 quick comic picks. But stay tuned because we have a longer video coming up where we'll be going over these books and much more in a lot more depth. Head over to infinityflux.net right now where you can order these books. You can pre-order these books, and everything you pre-order you get 10% off of. And thank you so much for watching. And until next time,
See ya.
see ya.